So this is in continuation of our discussion on a very interesting, relevant, practical question put by one of the members of our Bhakti Vriksha from India. So I'd like to address the answer to her question in a general way, realizing the relevancy of the topic for everybody. So the question, I repeat, this is the second part of the answer to the question. The question I repeat here, as it was asked to me, how to maintain spiritual life nicely, steadily, living in an environment where most of the people are materialistic. So in this connection, we have discussed 4 very important and practical tips to resolve the situation. And in continuation, here again, we'd like to discuss another 5 very vital, important keys or tools or ways to solve or resolve the situation. So the 5th key is fostering harmony. By that I mean that try to find out some common point of interest. And that point of interest, common point of interest, of course, necessarily to be not too much material, not too much against our rules and regulation. So try to focus some common, very common grounds and share the value of those grounds. It is something like love and care. Everybody loves one another. So try to share that loving exchange, or sometime everybody are showing their compassionate behavior to the poor, to the needy. Go and share and encourage them that what you are doing is very good. Similarly, try to find out some service or care, like care for nature. People like nature. People like to serve the nature. So go and join that. You become a good friend, at least in those avenues, and that will help for you to become friend with them at least. And the 6th key is involve other in small ways. I repeat, try to involve others in very small ways. If they are open to you, at least you try to involve them with some very small, interesting, not threatening type. For example, make some fun spiritual activities, like go to the park together, or go to some natural, very nice, like in a bank of a river, or in winter beneath a tree, or in some that type of environment where you can start some small type of activities. Listen them some good kirtan, or try to listen them some good small interesting practical stories. That will be very helpful. Or you can speak about some person who are doing very well in materialistic example. Give examples of some persons who are materialistic very high, but at the same time spiritually also elevated. Try to do that. You can speak about vegetarianism, the science behind vegetarianism. You can give side examples of many materialistic people, renowned people who are vegetarian, at the same time how they are living a very nice life, family life, everything. So the 7th key is always serve without expectation. When you serve the people, from the core of your heart, you should not keep any recognition. You should not expect any recognition, any gratitude. It should be unconditional. Only love. And that can sometimes change the people. As they see that the true spirit of yours doing, your practice, your service is only love. And many a time it is said that the people change with your behavior, lovable exchange. Then the eighth key is find your soul family. By this I want to say that your soul is, if it is already spiritualized, then connect with a community of like-minded people outside your materialistic environment. If your family members are very materialistic, then I mean to say that home environment. If your office people are too much materialistic, then your work environment. If your relatives are too much of materialistic, then your family environment. So in this way, you try to find out, try to connect some small community even though, so that you get support and encouragement in your practice, and that is a need for you. And then the last key I would like to discuss today, the ninth key rather, fifth of today, fifth of this discussion, four we have already discussed, is do not judge others' lifestyle, because that is a very, very negative effect on others. Avoid looking down on their materialism. Don't try to check how much materialistic are they. Don't try to find out what are the loops, what are the lacks behind them, and what are the defects behind them. Remember, a spiritual person can be in this world, but not of it. It is something like they should behave like a lotus leaf in water. They should behave like lotus leaf in mud. Although a lotus is blooming in water or in a mud, but this mud or lotus, the water not touch the leaf, but leaf always stay in among the mud or among the water. So your behavior should be like that. Try to practice all these 9 keys I have given, and I hope that you will be able to come out from your grief, from your little frustration, if any, and you can practice the spirituality in a very encouraging way. So this is answer to the question put to me by a devotee from India, but I hope that it may be helpful to some other devotee who are also facing this type of problem. I will give, maybe I'll try to give some more practical tips if possible in some later discussion. For this, I'd like to wind up here today itself, and in the next time again I am waiting to get some more questions or more queries from your end, and I'd like to try to answer them from spiritual platform or whatever I have heard from my senior devotees, or what the scriptures at least say. It is nothing I'm adding from my own. It is only I try to recall what I have heard from the seniors, or what the scriptures give, so how the scriptures give the solution to different queries or different problems. So with that note, I would like to say, I request you to stay always with an enthusiastic mood, because if you get depressed or if you suffered a lot, then it will be a barrier to the spiritual practice. Hare Krishna.